Namaskar everyone, my name is Astro Anshul. I am an astrologer, numerologist and Vastu consultant. Today I'll share with you about 7th house, what all is there in the 7th house and how you can understand the depth of 7th house. Well, in this video I am also sharing what all planets will be giving the results of 7th house. Let's say your 7th house has sun placement in it, then what all results a person will be getting. If you have Venus in the 7th house, then what all results you will be getting. So all the planets I'll be sharing in this video. So let's understand 7th house. 7th house is the house of your partner. The girl you are going to get married or the male you are going to get married is shown by the 7th house. How that person is going to be, by the placement of the planets there in the 7th house, you may easily understand whom you are going to get married. 7th house is a house of business. It's a house of what kind of business you are going to run. This is also the house of your business partners. The trade transactions, like whatever the buying and selling you've been doing in the business, that is shown by the 7th house. 7th house also shows the kind of customers, the clients you will be getting. 7th house is basically the association with others, because 1st house, directly opposite of 7th house, is 1st house, which is about you, about yourself, and 7th house shows your opposition. What kind of relations you are going to have, that is shown by the 7th house, and the planet placement in the 7th house will show how strong that relationship is going to get. It's a house of open enemy. This house also shows the internal sex organs of male and female are also shown by the 7th house. This house is going to be very favorable for your gurus, because this is the 11th house from 9th house, and 9th house is the house of your teachers, your preachers. So their desires is going to get fulfilled by the 7th house. 7th house is also the lucky house for your elder siblings, because the house of the elder sibling is 11th house, and this is the 9th house, that is for luck, for long travels. This will get activated. So for your elder sibling, long travels and their luck will start favoring them. So you will see whenever the 7th house dasha or bhukti will be running, the person will get associated with others. And you may also see it this way: if somebody is a Leo ascendant and his 7th house lord will be Saturn, so whenever the dasha lord will come in the DBA, then also the person will get associated with many people. Okay, because 7th house is about others. So he will be in a community with others. He will socialize with others. Or whenever the planet, if the dasha lord will be there in the dasha bhukti of the 7th house, either the planet which is placed in the 7th house, its dasha or bhukti will be running, you will find the association with others will increase of that person. Okay. So let's understand 7th house in a deeper level with each and every planet. How every planet will increase or decrease the significance or the qualities of the 7th house. Suppose, let's start with Ketu. If Ketu is placed in the 7th house, then you will see these people will have their partners, their loving partners or their spouse will be not of the same caste or creed. They will be of different caste or religion. Either they may have some kind of health issues or deformity in their life. Okay, this is what happens in their married life. These people have a problem with the trust issues also. It's not easy for them to have trust in others when Ketu is placed in the 7th house. So let's talk about Venus. Venus is the best placement in the 7th house. It helps a person to socialize with everyone very easily and very lovingly and very caringly. They get associated with others, and this is the best placement for a person to have a loving and caring spouse, and their life partner will be very beautiful and very charming. Their partners will be able to socialize with others very effectively, very efficiently. This is the best placement for a person who always care for others, and they get and grow in business also. Let's talk about sun here. If the sun is placed in the 7th house, you will see these people will give importance to others other than themselves. They will always be worried about their partners. They will always be worried about their clients, or you will see they will have the business partner that they will always be thinking about. They will always think about their business. These people get married to somebody who is higher in authority, and the lady or the male, the person, their spouse, will be very dominating for them. They will marry somebody who will be very dominating, and who will be having relations with somewhere in the government authority also. Let's talk about moon in the 7th house. Moon in the 7th house will help a person to get married with somebody who is very emotional and who has motherly qualities. These people always have emotional aspects. Their emotional side is very much into their business partners, into their business, and they are very emotional with their spouse with this placement. Let's talk about Mars. Mars in the 7th house creates a very problem in a person's married life. It is also considered a Manglik dosh, but we will go into deeper in some other video. But here, problem occurs with the spouse. Even if the person gets married, then the married life becomes very hectic and very problematic for them. This placement is also not good for business and the business partners, because they get aggressive with them very easily. Let's talk about Rahu in the 7th house. Rahu here will not let a person to remain in one relationship. They will always be interested and looking around for somebody else. Like, they will always have an illusion or thinking of somebody else as their partner. Or even if they get married, they will not get married to somebody of their caste, of the same caste and religion. They will get married to some other caste or religion. Or might possible that their spouse will have some kind of mental issues or health problems in their life. So when Jupiter is placed in the 7th house, the person will get married to somebody who will be a boss, like who will be a teacher or a preacher or a guru. They will get attracted to somebody who's a teacher, who's a guru, who's teaching somewhere, and they will fall in love. This is what may happen. And the person will be very sattvic, very positive, and very energetic person they will marry, who will influence the ascendant to rise in their life. Let's talk about Saturn here. If the Saturn is placed in the 7th house, the person, first of all, it will be difficult for a person to get married. The marriage will be delayed. And second thing which will come after the delay of marriage, even if they will get married, then the married life will not be that easy for them. Third thing is, when Saturn is placed here, the person will marry somebody in the out of their caste, creed and culture, and the person will be much older than them. Okay, and even in business partnership, these people face many problems. These people can do the work of factory or do some iron work, but placement or the Nakshatra, that is the Star Lord and the Sub Lord of the Saturn, has to be seen here. So these people have problem with managing relations with others. The relationship with others, they are not much social based. So let's understand the last planet, which is Mercury. Mercury here will help the person to love somebody who's very younger in age. They will get married to somebody who's 10 or 15 years lesser age than them or younger than them. Mercury here will help a person to rise in their business. Their business will grow in multiple things. Like, they will not be running one business, but they would be having multiple businesses in their life. This is a good placement of Mercury. And Mercury here makes a person very sociable. Like, they are able to manage people. They are able to work with others quite efficiently. So guys, this was my observation on 7th house. If you like the video, kindly subscribe the channel and press the bell notification. And also comment and let me know how did you like the video. Thank you all. Have a nice day.